Hey guys, what's going on? Dilksy here, and welcome back to another video, guys. It's actually going to be more of a life skills kind of video. So, basically, I've got, moving that more central, that makes me feel better. Yeah, this video is all going to be about motivation, because I saw, Kate, Piddly-ass, I'll leave a link below, whatever. She did a motivational video recently, and I felt like it was a bit rambly, a bit not very misunderstood. Yeah, it could be easily misunderstood, I think. So basically, I'm gonna do a little motivational video to kind of explain my side of motivation, because I've had motivational issues in the past, and I still have motivational issues that even I follow my own rules, and there's still days when you're like, no. So, the first one is the fact that procrastination, or basically finding an excuse not to do work, those are the big ones, you know. So you got Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, social networking, Tumblr, Instagram, all of them. You know, they're the biggest issues when it comes to doing work, because, especially for me, when I've got two monitors, I could easily have Facebook on that screen whilst I'm doing work on that one. Someone pops up on chat, boom, there we go, that's me, you know. That's me talking to them for, you know, I don't know, half an hour. But that time spent is obviously what time I should be doing for work. So, when it comes to motivation, you just got to find the reason to just focus on one thing at once. So, like, I mean, understandable. You have Facebook and Twitter and YouTube for when you're on a break. You know, you do work for maybe, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours, however long it takes. I mean, if it's like a report that would take 3 hours, then crack that out in 3 hours, and then after that you have your break, your reward. You know, so that leads on to another good point, is the fact that you should have a reward. Like, when it comes to my kind of work, it's hard to have just one solid reward at the end of it. So basically, I have small milestones in my work, because basically the deadlines are like 12 weeks long. So if I have a reward every week, you know, basically saying, you know, you did a good job, you hit that milestone within 3 days, and you got ahead. So here's your reward. Here is a nice shot of vodka. Why not? That can be my reward. So yeah, obviously you'd have rewards for whatever you want. You know, you could have like a gaming session if you class that as a reward. I mean, I always find that having a lot of breaks in my work is actually bad for me. Like, I find that working for, you know, 4 or 5 hours straight is better than working for an hour and then having 20 minutes break and working for an hour. Because it just allows me to easily get focused in on my procrastination. So, for example, on YouTube, you could say, okay, I'm going to have a 20-minute break, and then watch one video, and then start another one, and then not realise how long the video is. Or you find a new YouTuber and you're like, oh my god, this guy's good, I'm going to watch on some videos, and then boom, there goes 3 hours or 4 hours. So, yeah, that's how procrastination can work. I've been talking quite a lot about work, actually, and this is actually quite an important topic for me, because work is one of those things that it's just, sometimes you just don't want to do it, sometimes it's on a subject that you don't want to do, especially in, like, if you're younger, so like 15, 16, and you're doing GCSEs, or whatever you do over in America, or maybe it's the same, I don't know. But basically over in the UK, you have, like, I don't know, 10, 11 subjects, maybe 9, depending on the schools. But you have subjects that you're good at, some that you're bad at, some that you're happy doing, some of them that make you so sad that you just don't want to do them anymore. And the hard thing is to find motivation for the bad ones. And I mean, the only way I can possibly say it is by a very old saying, which my stepdad likes to keep on saying, and that is that everything has a means to an end. So basically what this means is that even though it's, you know, a horrible subject and you're never going to do it again in your life, or, you know, you don't see a point in learning it, because you're never going to use it, you're never going to learn it, and, well, you're going to learn it, but you're never going to use it, kind of thing. So the hard bit is to actually care, and the key is to just think, well, if I get an A in this, then it will help me get into college, and that's a means to an end. So when it comes to college, you want to get you want to choose, 4 subjects or the BTEC or your apprenticeship, but you need requirements to get into that. So you got to look at it as, even though I don't like this subject, you might be good at it. So you might want to, like, if you find it quite hard to learn, then that can be your motivation. You're good at it, and it will be one of the subjects that can help you get your marks to get you into college, and then leads on into the rest of your life. So, I mean, it's the same with jobs. When you get to kind of my age, which is like 21. So basically, you get to this point in life where you're like, okay, so university is ending. There should be a means to an end, and if there's not, then you have to think about, okay, how am I going to live? And then you have the thought of, do you want to do a job that is low income? I don't want to do that because that's mean I'm going to swear. 1, has low income. 2 is going to be really bad hours. Like, you're going to be looking at 9 hours a day kind of thing, which isn't bad, but it can be draining. Full time and is boring. Those are like 4 of the worst kind of jobs. But then you got to see it as it's money, and then you can see it as, okay, so I'm gonna have this bad job. I'm gonna do 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, earn £200 £200 in that week. That then leads on to earning £800 a month, which living with someone else, that could be £1,600 a month, and then that can be easily a flat for ages. So then you can see it as like you're living together with your friends. And then that will lead to an actual end, which will be me doing my YouTube stuff. So that's basically how I'm going to be looking at doing a job over over summer and stuff like that. So also another issue, that's motivation in terms of jobs and stuff like that. I mean, if you're in a rubbish job, then you just got to see it as a means to an end in a way. So you got to think of it as, okay, I'm in this kind of rubbish job now, but if you see that it's going to lead somewhere, then go for it. And if you don't feel like it's leading anywhere and you feel like you're in a dead-end job, then maybe think about changing your career path. You're never too old to change, and you're never too old to learn as well. So even my stepdad is still like my mum and my stepdad. They've learned eBay and they've learned business and they've learned marketing, and they were like 50. So that's basically it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this makes you feel more motivated, then I hope it has, because this is what I've achieved to do. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye!